Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us for North Dakota Today on this Thursday morning. Friday Eve, as Chris likes to call it. Chris Berg here. I'm Lisa Vidot. How are you doing today?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I wish it was actually Friday and not Friday Eve. It's just kind of been a really crazy breaking news day as we were preparing for North Dakota Today, which is typically more fun. Scanner traffic has just been crazy. All sorts of, fires and searches. And there's one that's actually going on right now. So we have the Valley Today's Abby Furchner, who has been out this morning covering this. And so we wanted to check in with her. What we do know at this point is a search is underway right now near Apsaraka, North Dakota. And that's where someone was involved in an early morning theft in Jamestown, is believed to be hiding. And Abby, so much going on. I'm hearing a lot of stuff, hearing about a massive perimeter that has been set up. So we want to check in with you just to kind of get the latest and what police and sheriff's deputies are telling you at this point.
Yeah, good morning, Chris and Lisa. We're here on 149th Avenue outside of Wheatland, where police have set up that 4-mile perimeter in this area to try and find the suspects who are behind an alleged robbery from the Jamestown Walmart. I spoke with Sheriff Jesse Johnner, and he says they are trying to track down at least 2 individuals who were involved. But at this time, there is no description of the suspects. Sheriff Johnner says the shelter-in-place alert is still active in this area because it is unknown if the suspects are armed. Sheriff Johnner says that people should be alert and to call 911 if they see any suspicious activity in this area, because like I said, law enforcement is still unsure if those suspects are armed.
Explain a little bit more. We just initially heard about this because someone emailed our newsroom and said there's a shelter in place in Cass County. Can you tell us a little bit more if you got that message, or if you didn't, what does that even mean? I mean, you kind of explained it, but what are people being told?
Right now, people are just being told to lock their doors, remove any keys from their vehicles, and to make sure that they just are aware of what is going on. Sheriff Jesse Johnner says that he's going to each farmstead in this area just to notify people of what suspicious activity they should be looking for. Cass County Sheriff's Department did find an abandoned vehicle that was driven by the suspects, so they do believe that the suspects fled on foot, but that car is being towed right now.
Okay, interesting. It's kind of like there's still so many questions, but
yeah.
That's a large perimeter, and I know we appreciate you going out and trying to find where they are, the perimeter, talking to people. It's great that the sheriff's giving you that update, but of course, if you're in rural Cass County and you're getting an alert that says shelter in place,
right,
it has a lot of people asking.
I think the main message Sheriff Johnner wants to send out to people is just to be aware, just to be alert, because they don't have a description right now of the 2 suspects that they're looking for. And like I've been saying, we don't know if they're armed and dangerous. So just to be alert if you live out in this area.
Okay. Very good point. But, people who live out in the country, they know who their neighbors are, too.
Right.
And they know when there are suspicious vehicles in the area. I know I was hearing some on scanner traffic that they maybe did see some footprints in the snow, and I can see that there is, still quite a bit of snow out in the farm field behind Abby. But Abby Furchner reporting live. Thank you so much for continuing your shift this morning and heading out and trying to get answers for us. So, and of course, people can stay informed throughout the morning as well and into the day with your VNL News app for the very latest. We have a whole team of people in the newsroom trying to figure this out as well, and hopefully everybody stays safe and they find who they're looking for.
What do you make of that, though? I mean, going around from house to house, 4-mile perimeter for a Walmart theft?
Well, I think they don't know if they were armed, but like, where is this person? I know we were talking like, how are they hiding in the middle of
a field?
But you wouldn't want them to be hiding in one of your outbuildings, like
No.
I mean, some of those farmsteads have a lot of buildings, so who knows? I don't know. I was only able to kind of partially hear. I was waiting for that update too, so. But shelter in place, stay safe, and we'll keep you updated. Hopefully there's some kind of resolution to this in the near future. Well, I don't know. We have some crazy video to show you, Chris. Did you see this? You probably don't take the MAP bus in Fargo very much, do you?
I don't. But
I would think we talk a lot about how hard it would be to be a school bus driver, with a lot of kids. Well, apparently city bus drivers also have a pretty stressful job. This was part of a Valley News Live investigative piece, but it really has people talking about this video. This was shown on our newscasts throughout the day and throughout the morning. Look at this. This is local video. It shows several assaults against a number of different drivers. And although many of these cases were actually reported to police, a larger number maybe even hasn't. A spokesperson with Matt Bus says they're looking to upgrade safety features on all of their buses. But from what I was reading about this, this is in Fargo-Moorhead, Fargo, an elderly bus driver, or an older guy, I should say, was actually assaulted. Like, I wouldn't think that this would be somewhere where you wouldn't be safe. Well, yeah, so you just see the person there. I know that people were talked to just, like that man on the street stuff.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? The guy's just doing his job.
Right. I don't understand. It's so sad about somebody just took a swipe at that person. I think you saw there in the video.
Yeah.
So do they find any of these?
I watched this video and I'm like, is this New York City?
That's what I'm saying. When you go to a big city, and oftentimes the bus drivers have got walls there or windows where you can't touch them, obviously. And I hope it doesn't get to like that in Fargo.
I kind of wonder why they don't have a cage around, I suppose, because...
I guess because it's Fargo. You kind of think, hey, you know what, it's a fairly benign community. There's not a lot of stuff going on, and now it seems to be like that's changing. So did they catch any of these guys? Did they press charges? Do you know?
I would think so, because they had the video.
Yeah.
This was a story, a bigger investigative piece that I believe Joshua in our newsroom did. So, and I think it took a while for him to actually even get the video released back to him. So I would imagine that was probably because of the criminal cases. But I don't actually have the information on whether or not that person or those people. I wouldn't
have guessed that in a million years, that our bus drivers are being
that would be
assaulted.
Local, right?
Yeah.
I know. I just thought, my goodness. Well, door cam video, I tell you, I still want one of those Ring doorbells, because they catch like the coolest things, not just, the UPS driver dropping off your stuff. They catch everything. And this is one of my latest favorites. A doorbell camera in Central Florida actually captured the moment when a bright flash lit up the sky. It's coming here. And they say, there it is. Oh my goodness. They say that it's aliens, Chris. No, they didn't say that. That's a better story, though. Apparently, this was taken in Florida, and the National Weather Service says it was likely a falling meteor. News outlets reported that a lot of people were talking about it. South Georgia and the Big Bend area of northern Florida as well. Incredible, though, right?
Yeah.
The flash followed meteor sightings across the southeast early on Friday. This is the thing, though, that they're not even sure where it landed. Doesn't it usually kind of burn up and it's not much of anything by the time it actually lands? But that's big.
That is huge.
Yeah, I think I would like to go with UFO instead of just...
It makes it more fun, right?
Aliens landed in Florida. Okay, this story actually reminds me, we were just talking about, I love Sandra Bullock. You like Sandy, right?
Yes.
Do you remember the movie The Proposal?
Loved it.
Well, a lucky puppy in Scottsdale, Arizona managed to make her way back to her foster home after being snatched up by an owl and taken almost a mile away. Wasn't she like holding the dog up? Sandy was holding the dog up. I don't think that was the case here, but 4 days after the attack, Latte, the puppy, is still showing the signs of her owl encounter. Her foster mom, Bonnie, let her out about 3 in the morning, but when she let the 3-month puppy back in, Latte was nowhere to be found. Oh my goodness, look at that.
Yeah.
After being swooped up by the owl, the dog ended up about a mile away from the house. The golfers actually found her and took her to an animal hospital. So this is a real thing. Little puppies snatched up by an owl, and I guess that would be easy to tell by the marks that it was an owl. But
poor little guy.
It's going to take about $3,500 to for all of her vet bills. But the good thing is she's okay.
I was going to say,
she got dropped.
She looks good, doesn't she? She's like, okay, I'm okay.
She went for quite the ride. I think it was an owl too in that movie. Do you remember when she was out?
I think it was.
Like didn't the owl took her cell phone? And then she was like, take the puppy. Right, no, take right. I can't remember what the order was or something like that. But okay, let's stay with the aggressive animals. There's an aggressive goose on the loose at a college in Michigan. Check out this video, surveillance footage from a parking lot at Eastern Michigan. This was taken on Tuesday. You can see a person, there you go, he's just minding his own business when suddenly a large goose swoops down for an attack.
Oh,
the poor person is able to fight off the bird, but it comes back as they begin to run. Police say geese are nesting in the area and the birds become very protective. We actually also, not like Sandra Bullock, we had a legit story in Fargo just I think last week. There's apparently some geese nesting behind Smiling Moose, Five Guys, you know that area, in some of the water there in Fargo, just like, would that be west? And apparently they're like kind of, it's not snipping, what would a bird do? But they're like...
They got attacked by a goose?
Yeah, the people who work there are like, the birds are attacking us. Like, it's dangerous back there. Luckily, whenever I go to Five Guys, I'm like running in to get my burger, so no one's going to catch me, but I don't know.
The thing
Geese
is, too,
are serious about their nest.
Have you been like around a goose that has got that vibe going? They're scary looking. Like
Have you?
Can see that. Yeah.
Have you been attacked by a goose?
I've been attacked. Like when you're on a golf course, you always kind of like can tell when they're ready to do their thing.
Yeah.
You just sort of, okay, I'm not going to go by you. But that one in Michigan was flying after the dude.
That was crazy video. I would be terrifying. That's like nightmare making stuff.
Like the movie Birds, just no thank you. Right?
I remember, you know, we used to hunt geese when I was a kid. So some of them, they're big. You know,
yeah.
So.
That's what I mean. Like you get by a big Canadian and you're not, you don't want anything to do with it.
Well, it's Friday Eve, so we're talking a little bit of a preview here for what's coming up this weekend. And one of my favorite events of the year, the Shrine Circus, is going to be in town. I got my tickets. I'm not sure what night I'm going to go yet. Probably Saturday. The 2019 El Zegel Shrine Circus programs start tomorrow night, lasting through Sunday. Friday's show is at 7. Saturday, there are a couple shows, 10 in the morning, 2 and 6 in the afternoon, and then Sunday, there are shows at noon and 4. You know, who often is one of the, what do they call the
ringleaders?
Ringleaders. You know, Mike Morkin.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's going to ride an elephant this year. I bet he is. He always is like, and then he also, I think he does it so he gets VIP tickets because I've gone to the circus and I'm like up here and I see him down on the floor like, you know, walking around hanging out with the clowns.
He's got some great pics though of him on top of the elephant and he's got the mic and it's awesome.
I'm looking forward to that. The Valley News Live toughest monster truck tour ticket giveaway is in full swing. And of course, we are starting to give away tickets. So here we go. 4 more lucky winners.
We got Dennis, Amanda, Angela, and Chad. All 4 of you. Congratulations. You picked up some tickets. Not just tickets to the show, but let me remind you, do you know what I'm going to say, Lisa?
Pit Pass.
Pit passes. You get to go down there, probably touch the trucks, hang out with the guys.
That's kind of like VIP. I mean, that's as good as riding an elephant.
I was going to say, just ride Morgan's coattails and you too can get down into the Pit Pass. So it's up at the Alaris Center on April 13th. It's sponsored by Thunderbird Entertainment. If you want to register to pick up some tickets to the Pit Pass, go to valleynewslive.com, click on the old contest tab, and maybe we'll announce your name.
A lot of families know how important intensive care units are for at-risk babies. And one in South Fargo is getting a major makeover to get those babies healthy. Straight ahead here on North Dakota Today, meet one family that's lived through the ups and downs before bringing their baby home.